Get the 5 Mantra MP3 Abundance Package at JasonGallant.ca. Today I want to talk to you about vulnerability. Really all vulnerability is being yourself. Just being yourself so authentically that you are here, that you're perfectly honest in this moment of what it is that you are, who you are, and of course there are deeper layers to this. But being vulnerable means that you're willing to accept what is here inside you. You're vulnerable to it. You don't try to reject any part of it. Now, a lot of times people reject being vulnerable because they're still playing the ego game, which is power. They want to project a certain vision of themselves. They want people to see them a certain way, all with the motive of having people love them or like them. But if you're never being yourself, if you're never sharing your truest self, you will be incapable of receiving that love, because it's the idea of you that's receiving the love, not your heart. Your heart is always here. It is not found in an idea. It is not found in a wall or a shell or an idea or story of yourself. It is found here. And only if you are willing to be here, despite the judgment of the people in the world playing the power game, you will always be stuck in the mind. Now you're probably thinking, well, when I'm here, there are people that abuse me or treat me improperly in some way, or they take advantage of that vulnerability. But being vulnerable doesn't mean being weak. Being vulnerable means that you're willing to show up. And then yes, you may make decisions to move to another place or take certain actions to protect yourself at times, but you're not walking around with a suit of armor around just in case somebody comes by and gives you some negative energy or has a judgment against you. It's kind of like walking around with a full suit of armor on, even though there's no war going on, and then you're wondering, geez, why am I so hot in here? Why am I so uncomfortable? The other thing is that when you are vulnerable to here, when you are showing up, there will be those who recognize that and receive you as you are. And a relationship like that is very easy to maintain because it starts with truth, honesty, and an open exchange of what is here. There's no packaging. What if you purchased a box of something from the store and the packaging says something totally different is inside than what really is? And that's the way it works with the ego. That's the way it works with the projections. When you are projecting something about yourself other than who you really are, you end up with misunderstandings between the packaging of other people. They're all pretending to be something, and then once the packaging becomes unraveled or torn off, then you realize, wow, I'm not interested in the other. So everything starts with honesty and vulnerability. If you wish for it to be sustainable, if you wish to experience fulfillment from the relationship, it has to start with the realest you can experience at any one moment. This will evolve, but just you showing up, just you making the attempt will be enough. And this doesn't make you weak, this makes you strong. Vulnerability is strength. It's really the heart of the lion, willing to roar and say, here I am, like it or not. You must be willing to roar. You must be willing to show up as yourself, fully naked before reality. No matter what's happening on the outside, no matter what people are saying, no matter what this person approves of or not, because a lot of times their judgment is coming from their own suffering. And your vulnerability is forcing them to feel the vulnerability that they have within and the pain that's keeping them trapped from being themselves. Vulnerability is only scary to the ego, but it's not scary to the self. Vulnerability is who you are. It is just the highest intensity of honesty. This is a great place to start your spiritual path. Ignore the negativity of the world. Don't worry about that. Don't measure yourself based on that. Just show up anyway. And that brings an incredible healing to the world. A healing to people around you, even if they don't know it, even if they resist it or reject it. I'll be there with you. So don't worry, you're not alone. So I hope this helps. Take care for now.